And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, 1st down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2nd and 3 from the 9.
9-yard line.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Browns 0. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Chubb will have the 1st down and much more. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Check 15, check 15.
they run again on first down. Chubb. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play fake. Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
But so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 1st downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This defense has really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Browns nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football. What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Browns first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. That play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
Complete to Donovan Peoples-Jones. A gain of 17 yards, but it's...
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
On down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the slant, this is Chark. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the Browns' 38-yard line.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stopped short of the goal.
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close, sneaking.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A run for Nick Chubb. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And Mayfield again with the interception. His 3rd.
Here we go.
Picked off around the 41. There he goes left side. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
You thought you
This
had
will be
it.
caught at about
You
the
thought you
5.
had it.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Jaguars 28, Browns nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Nick Chubb, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down, Browns.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Chubb, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Mayfield.
Now a timeout.
Complete to Nick
7
Chubb.
seconds left in the first half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
On play action, they'll throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
3-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Mayfield's
Well,
pass.
so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield now. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
Mayfield.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. A first down throw for Mayfield. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. This is caught. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Complete.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That's caught at the 2. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 3 yards out. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
The kick is good.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Now Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Baker Mayfield.
Now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Throwing, Mayfield trying to lay one up deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the play, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
A first throw here for the backup Taylor. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 20.
Do what we do. Do what we do.
And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And this offense continues to pour it on. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at the
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 30, the 20.
How you like me now?
And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD.
Greg Zuerlein.
And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Round 6.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Brings up second.
And he'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And now here's a carry heading left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Mayfield.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, that is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine?
Taking it right down Broadway.
All praises for a tremendous return, but how about the guys that never gave up on the play, refused to let him get into the end zone, and tracked him down before he got there and made the tackle? A lot of pride exhibited by guys on special teams.
They'll come out in the pistol. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 3 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
15-yard
Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And what is going on here? I've got 3rd down. Screen shows 3rd down, but they've got the punt team out there. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Past the 20.
It's over. It's over.
Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 1 yards. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And some room to work. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
Complete.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's get off the field. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Mayfield off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He's going to go up top again. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire deep for Ratley.
Woo!
Through an opening, and there he goes. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
And goal. at the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he almost intercepted it.
The pass.
They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd and goal.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. His pass caught at the 4. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. He may try and run for this. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Mayfield's pass.
This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
18 on the play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a man open down the middle of the field. The 40. 20. 10. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
And I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
This is Jakeem Grant. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now,
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on.